My name is Tamika Dudley. This is my 6th year as the head coach here at Sidwell Friends School in Washington, D.C. I started actually coaching in college as an assistant at UNC Wilmington right out of college. And then after that, I went on to be an assistant coach at Potomac High School, where I actually coached Lynetta Kaiser, who went on to play at the University of Maryland and is now currently playing professionally overseas, and played some time in the WNBA. But after I left Potomac, I was assistant coach at Woodbridge High School before I took over the helm in 2012 as the head coach there. And I was there for 8 years, won a state championship there, the first ever in the school's history. And then I moved on here to Sidwell Friends, where I have been for the last 6 years. Actually had the opportunity to win the first ever girls basketball team state championship here as well. And, had the opportunity to win 2 national championships. I've coached 4 McDonald's All-Americans now and 4 FIBA gold medalists, and continue my journey here, and actually had an opportunity to win a couple ISL championships as well. I would say my coaching style is I'm very demanding when it comes to work ethic and the little things. I like to allow my kids the freedom to make decisions and play offense a little bit more organically. But when it comes to the intangible things, hard work, defense, rebounding, talking, the things that are controllable, I hold those kids to a high standard. I feel like for me, I'm a player's coach. I like to give my kids some freedom to make mistakes. I understand the importance of growth. But I also understand that this is not just about winning games, it's about the experience and making sure that they have an amazing experience while they're winning basketball games. I've always believed that if I give kids a great experience, that the winning will come organically, and it's actually played out that way for me in all of my coaching opportunities. But I'm also tough, but I know when to be tough, and I know when to be patient. So I would say that probably sums up my coaching style. I always say it kind of reminds me of my first year here at Sidwell when Kiki was a sophomore and Jaden and Donovan and Kaya Miller were freshmen. It kind of reminds me of that. We were really young, and we had a group of kids around them that were happy to play a role and worked really hard. I feel like it's very similar to that this year. We have, Jordan and Autumn, Ava Yoon and Genesis, who are really our leaders and kids that have been with us for a long time. And then we have a lot of new kids that are learning our style of play and our expectations. And so I think we have a very good mix of kids, and that they balance each other off. I think the kids that we have around them are happy to buy into the role and play really hard and do the little things. So I think we're going to be young. I think it's going to be a growth year for us, but I think we'll really reap the benefits of this season next year. In order for us to compete at a national level, we got to have our players playing. We got to have Jordan and Autumn and Ava and Genesis doing the things that they're expected to do, and then we got to play really, really hard and control the controllables. I feel like we have a group of kids that if they're scrappy and they compete and they get after it, despite the scoreboard, despite the wins or the losses, it's always going to equate to a win. I'm a big believer in that. You can win a game and you feel like you lost, and you can lose a game and felt like you won. So, but in order for us to be competitive at a high level, we're going to have to play really hard.